Hello, everyone. My name is Claire Jones, and I am committed to offering trusted resources and guidance to art businesses and badass small business builders so that they can really thrive in their businesses and grow and scale without burning out. So, in the current coronavirus crisis that we are now experiencing as small business owners and business owners in general, I decided to do this video today on how to get an e-commerce site up and running quickly because a lot of us are struggling to pivot our businesses successfully online. And although I did a previous video on websites in general, I thought today that I would specifically do how to get an e-commerce site up and running in particular. And so this is the next video in a series where I go over the tips, tools, and strategies that I use both in my own business as well as in my clients' businesses. And let's dive on in. So I highly recommend Shopify as an e-commerce platform option. There's a lot of different options out there, but Shopify is a really great all-inclusive platform. So they have inventory management, they have shipping estimates, they have marketing tools, they have themes, you can register your domain through them. They have a lot of different aspects that are great for either products-based businesses or service-based businesses. And so today I'm going to use the art gallery as an example, just to show you what it would look like to get an art gallery e-commerce site up and running. But you can really use it for any type of business that you like. I've built 2 Shopify sites so far over the last 6 years. One for my first business back in 2014. It was a general store devoted to local goods in the West Seattle area. And so I created the e-commerce site to complement my physical brick and mortar location. And then I have a Shopify site for my current business, which is a consulting coaching business. And so whether it's product-based or service-based, it's a great option. So you go to the home site here, shopify.com, enter your email address. I'm going to use my personal one since my work one is already connected to another store. And you choose a password, and I'm going to use this as the example. Yeah, and it already exists. So I tried to do this earlier and the platform wasn't working. And so I'm just going to log in and do it that way. But you hit create store. There we go. All right, so this is what will show up once it creates your store. So you tell them a little bit about yourself. Are you already selling? You can choose, I'm just playing around. I'm not selling products yet. I'm selling, just not online, or I sell with a different system. So I'm going to choose I'm selling, just not online, because I'm going to act as if I'm a physical art gallery that doesn't have an e-commerce site already set up. When would you like to launch your store? I'm ready to go now. You can just say I'm playing around with it. I'm learning and need more time. I'll be ready in a few weeks, or I'm ready to go now. I'm going to say I'm ready to go now. How do you want to sell? Online only, in person only, or both online and in person? I'm going to choose that. Where will you mostly sell in person? At markets and fairs, at pop-ups, or in a brick and mortar retail store? I'm going to say brick and mortar retail store because I am an art gallery. How many locations do you have? I'm just going to choose one. What point of sale system do you currently use? It's going to ask you because you can get physical point of sale systems through Shopify. And so they want to know whether you need the hardware or not in order to sell in your brick and mortar. So I'm going to say that I use Vend or Square. I'm going to say Square. Vend is a great point of sale system that I've used before. I used that in my retail store that I had back in 2014, and it integrated really nicely with my Shopify site. What is your current revenue? I'm going to say it's between $50,000 and $250,000 because I'm an art gallery. So I'm going to say I'm on the higher end of the spectrum, but it gives you a lot of different options here. And then which industry will you be operating in? And I'm going to say art and photography. There's clothing and fashion, jewelry and accessories, electronics, food and drink, home and garden, furniture, health and beauty, sports and recreation, toys and games, and other. So you can also say, are you setting up a store for a client? You can say, yes, I'm doing that for a client. So hit next. Add an address where you can get paid. This will be used as your default business address. So I'm just going to make up an address since I'm making up a store here. So let's see, what does it give me? I'm going to say it's in Snohomish. I'm just making this up. So let's go with that. Phone number, I'm going to make one up. 204-567. All right, enter my store. So this is all made up, but this is where you would put an address in. So I'm going to delete this store after I do this video, but I'm just showing you what the setup process is like. So I'm letting it think for a while. So as you can see here in the top URL, your site is now seattleartgallery.myshopify.com. And so if you want to change the domain for it, you go over here to sales channels and go to your online store. And this is where you can select your domain. So right now, the online store is password protected because only visitors with a password can access your online store. So that means that you need to customize it first before it goes live. And then you can disable the password so that the public can see it as well. But we're going to go to domains over here on the left side menu and hit domains. And this is where you will purchase a unique domain for your site. And so you go over here. So this is your current domain name, seattle-art/gallery.myshopify.com. And you can either connect an existing domain, or you can transfer an existing domain, or you can buy a new domain. So I'm going to buy a new domain, do seattle-art-gallery.com, and it will show you whether it's available or not. And right now it is not available. So you can see the .com one is not available, but you can pay more to get the .net, .org, .store, .shop, or .info. So I'm not going to go through this because I'm not going to buy this just yet, since it's an example, but this is how you would go through it to buy it. So maybe I'll do Art Gallery LLC if it's an LLC. And yeah, so you hit buy when you go through that, and it will take you towards the payments. So you add a credit card, and it will be effective immediately, essentially. So that's how you add a custom domain to your Shopify store. So first, we need to design the store. So go over to online store over here. So the difference between these sales channels, online store and point of sale is going to be your physical in-person sales platform. So it's thinking. So you need to select a retail location. That's the address that I put in. You need to add products. You need to log into the POS app, and you need to complete a sample transaction in the POS app. So that's a way that you can create a in-person selling platform as well. But now we're just focusing on the online store. And so we want to design the theme. So there's a theme library that you can explore down here. Let's explore the free themes. There's also going to be paid themes that you can choose from. So you can scroll through these and see which ones you like. They're already set up and easy to use. And so there's the simple one where it just has all of the products listed on the front here. You can say light, toy, beauty. You can see the different options here, and it'll tell you what the features are. Maybe it has a sidebar menu, product image zoom, large animations, and product recommendations. You can go to Boundless, which is optimized for large images. It has a slideshow with fading effect, has sticky navigation, meaning that the navigation sticks on the page no matter where you scroll, and then a single product gallery. And you can have a black and white style, or you can have a vibrant style. You can choose Venture, built for large catalogs, multi-column menus, slideshow, promotional banner. You can show the different styles, snowboards, outdoors, or boxing, and it'll show you what it looks like both on the desktop and on mobile. And so these are optimized for both platforms, desktop and mobile. This is the one that we currently have. It's just the default one. It has a slideshow, predictive search, customer testimonials, and a promotional banner. You can have the default style or the light style. And then there's the supply, and you can just scroll through these, see which ones you like, and just choose whatever sticks out to you. Or you can visit the theme store if you want to buy a theme. I'm just going to scroll through this real fast, but we're focused on getting you up and running quickly. So let's just go with the free theme. So I'm going to go with the debut theme that they have as the default. So you hit customize over here. And this is when you start putting in your website copy and your website images. And so your store name is going to be up here in the top. This is where your menu is going to be. And then there's a login for returning customers, as well as a search option. And this is going to be the header image. And so you put image with text overlay here. I'm going to move my head so that I can show you what is all available. And so you can also add different sections. You can delete different sections. You can make them visible or invisible, stuff like that. You can have galleries. There's a bunch of different sections that are available. So blog posts, collection lists, feature collections, gallery, image with text overlay, logo list, slideshow, featured product, newsletter, maps, rich text, testimonials, text columns with images, video, and custom content. Custom content is going to be if you are doing your own unique coding, which I don't recommend if you're just starting out. So it's very easy, drag and drop, and you can rearrange these by just selecting them and dragging them around. So just play around with it and see what you like. Again, simple is better. And if you want more information on how to design your site in a eye-pleasing way, you can go back to my Loom video on how to create websites. I'm going to look up my login real fast. I usually sign in with my Google account. So, Google. And I'll show you what the video is real fast. All right, so here's where all of my videos are. You can see I'm doing a current video, which is why it's uploading there. So if you go to how-to videos, there is a video on how to create websites here. And that's where I go over website design and how to make it pleasing to the eye. So if you're interested, just go to that video and learn a little bit about website design. But for now, I'm just going to go over how to get it set up in Shopify. And so when you want to do the certain section here, just click on it and you can explore your free images. They have a lot of different things here. And so I'm going to search art, see what comes up. So yeah, there's a lot of different free images here that are great to choose from. So I'm going to go with graffiti here because it looks pretty cool. I'm going to hit select. Yep, because we're an art gallery, so we're artsy, and you can choose the image alignment. Maybe you want it aligned at the top. Maybe you want it aligned at the bottom. Maybe you want it aligned in the middle. And the layout, you can have full width or fixed width. You can have a large section height, you can have a medium, extra small, you can adapt to the image. Just play around and see what you like. You can have large text size or medium text size. And then if you want to change the text, you just write in these text box right here, image with, so I'm just going to put welcome. And then we are an interactive art gallery in Snohomish, Washington. You can like put your mission statement here. You can put your vision statement here. That is committed to sharing art with the world. Whatever you want to showcase, essentially. And you can even add a button here. So you can say learn more. And that will show up here in a moment. And then you can add a button link. And so pages, if you want to do a certain page, or let's just put so you can see the learn more button shows up here. And so you can use any URL, but you can have it linked to a certain page. You can have it linked to a certain product. You can have it linked to your about page, all kinds of different stuff. So I'm going to remove that because it's just redundant, but you can have all kinds of different stuff. And so you theme actions down here. You can edit the code, edit the languages, but I would recommend just staying away from that. So I'm going to hit save so that it's there. And then image with text. This is probably where I'm going to put like art, like the featured owner. So I'm going to say artist, load more. Maybe I'll do headshot. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So she's going to be our example art gallery owner here, or maybe her. I think I like her better. So we're going to hit select and use that. And we can change the image alignment again, whether we want it on the left side or the right side. Image with text, we can say Victoria Barnes is going to be her name, CEO. And you can say, I have been involved in the art world. Just a short bio since I was 14 years old, and my passion, yada, 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 yada. So you can also add a button here, learn more, such and such, put a short bio, and you can remove the section if you want. But easy, just plug and place here. And then text columns with images, you're probably going to want to put your products here. So add a title and a tagline, and you can add more if you want more columns. You can delete some of the columns, remove the content. Available artworks is going to be this section. Show image. We're going to search the free images again. And I'm just going to throw some images up here, but basically we're trying to showcase the product images. So maybe I'll use some of my own art too. So you can upload images. So I'm going to go to images and go to my art folder. So we're just going to throw in some stuff here. Select, and then I'm going to do the next one, select, upload. minimize that, maximize that, upload another one. We're going to do this one. So this is just example. So just to show you how it works. So, and then you can add the title and the tagline, color study number, whatever, or whatever the name of the product is, number 4. And then you can, this piece was inspired by yada, yada, yada. You can also have a button here. So buy here, and then you can put, a URL. So that's what it would look like if you go through each of these and put stuff in there. And then you can have a featured collection here. So this is going to be your products that are featured. So you can go back, hit the back button, featured collection. You can call it paintings versus sculptures. And then you select the collection that you want. And so the collections are a group or a category of products that you create under the products section in the menu. I'm going to show you that in a moment. But you choose what collection you want to feature. You can choose how many products per row that there are. Maybe you want 5 per row. Maybe you just want 1 per row, 2 per row. And then you can choose the amount of rows that you want to. Maybe you only want 1 row. You can show the product vendors too, and you can show a view all button as well. And then we have another text image with text overlay, and then we have testimonials down here. And so the heading would be happy clients or testimonials or reviews or something like that. Reviews. You can really make it whatever you want. Testimonials, you put your customer's name here. So Joe, I don't know, Ikiban, I don't know, I'm making up names at this point. So I loved this art gallery because yada, 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 that kind of stuff. So, and if you have any questions, if I'm going through this too fast, just drop them down in the comment section below and I'll, answer them as much as I can. So then you have another image section if you want to highlight more products, or you can remove the section. So now that we've dealt with the body of the home page, you can also edit the header here. So that's what's along the top here. You can put a logo alignment centered. You can do logo alignment left. You can also have a logo image if you want to put an image instead of the text here. You can show how big you want the logo to be. And then you choose which menu you want featured in the header here. Again, I'll show you where the menus are in a moment. And then you have an announcement bar. You can have a certain announce something here, something exciting if you're having a sale, something along those lines, or you can unselect that. Yeah. Then you can edit the theme settings too if you want. And so this is where you put your social media links: Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr, Snapchat, YouTube, or Vimeo. You can see those icons show up down here if you put those in. Like, for example, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. If I do Snapchat, see, the Snapchat icon shows up down there. And that's how people can link to your various social media sites if you want. So if you put them all in there, it's just a little row of social media icons. Very cool. So that's what the header looks like. And then in the footer, which is this area down here, you can show the payment icons, which types of payment you accept. You can change the colors. You can change the language. You can change the currency. And then the content, you can have quick links here. You can change the title of this. So maybe, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And this is where you would edit the footer menu as well. And then you can also have a newsletter sign up here. And so the subscribers will be added to your Accepts marketing customer list as well. So I'll show you what that looks like here in a moment. So I'm going to hit save and go back to our dashboard. So that's how you edit the theme and customize it and make it look pretty. Essentially, you can change the colors, all kinds of different stuff. So when we are making products, we go to the products tab over here on the left-hand menu, and we hit add product, or you can find products if it's a regularly occurring product that might be featured on someone else's Shopify site. But we're going to hit add product here. And so this is where you would add the product, color study number 4. You write the description, and you can make different fonts, different headers. You can align it differently. You can add a table. You can insert images. You can insert videos. You can also clear the formatting, or you can do coding if you know coding. And then you add the media here. So add file, or I'm actually going to get it from you can embed a YouTube video here. You can add an image from a URL. You can add the media here. I'm just going to choose uploading it. And you can add multiple pictures. And then this is where you do the pricing. So maybe it's $1,400. You can compare at price. So if it's on a discount, you can say like, well, it was originally $1,800, but now it is $1,400. So you're actually getting the deal, something like that. But you don't have to put that there. Cost per item. So this is something that you use for your own tracking. So maybe the actual thing was only $800. And so it will show you what your margin and what your profit is really handily. And it will ask you if you want to charge tax on this product as well. And there's a way to edit your tax settings so that you are collecting the right amount of tax. And then if you have an inventory system, you can have put in your numbers here. If you have a barcode, stuff like that, you can track the quantity you have, or you can continue selling it when it's out of stock. And then you can say, I have one of these only available. And then for a physical product, you can say this is a physical product or it's not a physical product. It's going to charge shipping if it is. It won't charge shipping if it's not. And then you put in the weight. So maybe it's 8 pounds, and it will calculate the shipping for you based on where the customer lives. And so the country of origin is going to be the United States. No, not United Kingdom, United States. And used by border officials to classify this product. So I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to, if you ship internationally, you should probably know that. I would recommend Googling it. Variants, if you have different sizes, if you have different colors available, you can add different options, stuff like that, separate them with a comment. So then it becomes a drop-down menu for the person to choose from. And then you can also edit the website SEO. So it will automatically draw the description from your product description above if you put something there. Let's see, I'll do some stuff. See, it automatically draws it from there. And then the URL and the handle you can customize, or in the page title you can customize. So all of your SEO is customizable. So if you want to create a collection here, you can search for a collection, or you can create a collection. So the homepage is a collection in itself that's automatically made for you. You can also have tags here. So maybe it's tagged with turquoise. Maybe it's tagged with oil painting. Maybe it's tagged with non-representational, if that's the type of art that you're selling. Whatever you want to tag it as, so that people can search that tag. So maybe you want to organize it by product type. Maybe you want to organize it by the artist or the vendor. And then here's where the product availability is. So maybe you only want to sell it on your online store, or maybe you only want to sell it on your point of sale system. And so if you are using a different point of sale system that doesn't integrate with your Shopify site, I recommend only having the product available online or in person, because then you won't have to double check your inventory systems manually, and then you can streamline. Because what happens if something sells in the store and sells online? Then you won't have it available at either one of those sale points. So think about how you want to integrate those systems. And if you want to change it, just hit manage, and you can unselect the point of sale if you don't want it available in person on your physical point of sale system that you get from Shopify. So we're going to hit save here. Oh, so I'm going to get rid of these because we don't have variants. It just told me that we can't leave it blank. All right, so we added our first product. And so you can also duplicate it here if you just want to make it easy on yourself. It creates a template and you just name the new product. Maybe it's Color Study 5 instead of Color Study 4, and you can hit duplicate. And so it will duplicate whatever you put in the first one, except for the media. So maybe you want to do this one instead. Same price, same cost per item. If it's a different price, you can put it in there. Different inventory unit, maybe it's 7.8 instead of 7.7. Stuff like that. Maybe it's not as heavy, 5 pounds instead of 8 pounds. And then you hit save. You can hit collections, you can hit tags, stuff like that. And you can go to the previous product, you can go to the next product, and then you can go to all of your products in general. So once you have a couple products listed, when you hit all products, it will show you the list. It will show you how much is in inventory. It will show you the type if you chose a type on it. It will show you the vendor. Right now, it's just the Seattle Art Gallery because you didn't specify whether it was a certain artist or not. And you can see where it's unavailable, where it's available, stuff like that. So transfers. So you can add a transfer if you have incoming inventory from suppliers or from your other locations. I would avoid that just for now. Inventory, it will show you how much you have inventory. So you can say the SKU is this. You can say when it's sold out, stop selling it. You have so many incoming, you have so many available. You can edit the quantity available, stuff like that. And you can import and export these reports very easily. And then collections. This is what I'm talking about when you have collections or categories of products. So right now we just have the homepage collection, and that includes these two products. You can add an image to the collection page. You can search for products and add them to the collection. You can describe what the collection is about. You can add this collection to your online store's navigation. You just need to update your menu, stuff like that. And you can also hit view. So what does it look like on the actual website? So this is what the homepage collection looks like right now. It only has those two products in there. And the menu, you only have home and catalog on there right now. And so you can also do gift cards. So you can sell gift cards who want to buy a gift but aren't sure what to get. You can issue unique codes. You can have instant delivery, all kinds of different stuff. Customers, this is where your customers will be listed once you start having customers buy stuff on your site. You can also import customers if you already have a list of them. So this is going to be a CSV template. You can download it. And if you ever get lost in this process at all, Shopify has a ton of great help articles, and their help desk individuals, people who you can contact for unique problems, are very helpful, and they get back to you really quickly. So there's a lot of good information out there on their blog that you can look at. Analytics, this is where you're going to get all of your data. So total sales, online store sessions, returning customer rate, online store conversion rate. So how many people added things to their cart? How many things reached the actual checkout page? How many sessions converted? And then the average order value, total orders. There's a lot of different reports that you can generate through this, and it's awesome. And then if you want to change the period that you're looking at, hit today. Maybe you want to look at yesterday, last 7 days, last 30 days, week to date, quarter to date, first quarter, third quarter, all kinds of good stuff. So we're going to go to the marketing tab over here on the menu. And so you can see the results from marketing. So online store sessions, orders from marketing. So this is how you can promote your products with simple marketing tools. So you can set up Facebook marketing. You can set up Google Shopping. You can enroll in Facebook's marketing course. You can enroll in Shopify's Google marketing course. You can enroll in Shopify's email marketing course. You can even hire a Shopify marketing expert or get ready for paid marketing. And there's a bunch of marketing apps that you can integrate into your store, Snapchat ads, email marketing, all kinds of stuff. And there's a bunch of videos. There's a Shopify Academy where you can learn stuff. There's just all kinds of cool features available. And so you can even create marketing activity here, Facebook ads, Google Smart Shopping, Microsoft Shopping campaigns, Snapchat ads, all kinds of stuff. You can even do campaigns. You can do automations here. So maybe you want to send tailored messages to your customers with tags. Maybe you want to recover sales and retain customers using text messaging or capture lost sales with abandoned cart emails. There's a lot of great stuff here. You can even create discounts. So if you want to create a discount code that someone can use once or twice, stuff like that. You can have automatic discounts that are just created for everyone. So if you want to create a discount code, this is what it looks like. You can either generate a unique code by itself or put in your own code, Spring Sale 2020. And you can say you are getting a percentage off, you are getting a fixed amount off, you are getting free shipping, or it's a buy one, get one kind of thing. We're going to do a percentage here. Discount value is going to be 25%. You can add it to the entire order. You can add it to a specific collection. You can add it to a specific product. You can say there are no minimum requirements, or you can say the minimum purchase has to be $1,500 in order to apply. Minimum quantity of items. Maybe they need to buy 15 items, stuff like that. And then customer eligibility. Maybe it goes to everyone. Maybe it goes to a specific group of customers. Maybe it goes to specific customers by themselves. Usage limits. Maybe there's a limit of times this discount can be used in total. Maybe there's only 100 available. Maybe it's limit to one use per customer. And then you can set the active date. So it starts at such and such time, ends at such and such time, or it's ongoing. And so it will show you the summary here over on the right-hand side, and then you just hit save. So I didn't finish putting things in, but you get it. And then, yeah, I have unsaved changes. That's all right. And then apps. There's a ton of different apps that you can add into your store. There's a visit your Shopify app store. There's drop shipping. There's order printers. There's product reviews. There's Kit. She does Facebook ads and stuff like that. There's a bunch of different app integrations that you can add in, but I would recommend keeping it simple for now if you're just getting it up and running. So you can have staff picks. You can get simple headers. You can get easy ship, gift cards, and loyalty. Instagram feed gallery, product gallery, no contact delivery, all kinds of stuff, restaurant menus, inventory updates, special offers, blogs, all kinds of stuff. So speaking of blogs, I'm going to show you over here in the online store, you can do blog posts as well. So this is how you should set up your actual website. So if you want to create a blog post, you can go to blog posts under online store over here, create a blog post. You put in the title, you put in the content, you can say whether it's visible or hidden, if it's still a draft, and then you can specify a published date if you want to schedule the posting in the future. You can have a featured image. You can have an excerpt that appears on your homepage or on your blog page, and you can edit the search engine listing preview as well. You can change the author, you can change what blog it shows up on, and you can add tags as well. For pages, this is where you will create, I'm going to discard this real fast. And then pages, come on. It's not liking me at the moment. There we go. All right, so this is where you would add like an about page or a contact page, something like that. And so maybe you want to do it about us. This is where you put the content. You can add images, you can add videos, you can edit the website's SEO, and then you can have a template. So maybe you want the page contact to show up. And so once I save this, I will show you what that looks like. So you can view the page up here, about us. So that's what the contact page looks like. And you can add content that shows up above it. Just like that. Or maybe you just want a regular page template. And it just shows the text. So navigation over here. This is where you're going to make those menus that I was talking about in your shop customization. So if you want to edit the footer menu, just click on that and you can add a menu item. So you can name the title About Us, and then it'll show you a bunch of options that you have. Maybe you want a page, maybe you want a product, maybe you want a certain blog, maybe you want a certain collection, stuff like that. So I'm going to do the About Us page here, add that to the footer menu, and then you can move it around here too, or you can delete it, edit it, stuff like that. So that's what the footer menu looks like. Save menu, go back to navigation. So if you want to edit the main menu here, you can add the catalog. I'm going to edit it so that it shows all of our products. That's fine. I'm going to add a paintings collection and do this homepage collection, whatever. You can filter the collection with tabs, stuff like that. And then I'm also going to add a page, the About Us page. So that's what the menu would look like. And then maybe there's a Contact Us where you would use the contact page template, save the menu, go back to navigation, and then you can see what it looks like. So you added a product, you can customize your theme, you can add a domain. It has a bunch of different cards here where it recommends stuff. You can keep your account secure by verifying your email address, add a shipping policy, Shopify Academy. You can double check your checkout with a test order. You can search Shopify, all kinds of different stuff. So I'm going to view my page. How do I do that? Oh, here we go. That little eye. See that little eye here? That will allow you to see your. So this is basically what we've made so far in about an hour's worth of work. And so you have the heading here, you have the about the owner here, you have the available artworks listed, the paintings collection, you have the reviews. And so you can see in the header menu, we have the catalog, which includes all of our products, all of the paintings you have, the About Us, which is just that page that I made. And then we also have our social media icons down here. We have our quick links in the footer menu, stuff like that. And so that's basically how you set it up in a simple form. If you want to get into, let's see what it has under preferences here. Yeah, so you can even edit the homepage title and the meta description. So this is what shows up on Google when you search your page. You can integrate your Google Analytics account as well. You can integrate a Facebook Pixel account. And this is where you disable your password or put a password on there. And then under settings down here, this is where you manage all of the nitty-gritty details. So general settings is what your store name is, what your email is, the legal name of the business, the store address, standards and formats, what time zone you're in, what unit system you use, currency, stuff like that. If you want to manage your locations, this is where you would add a location or delete a location. You can have plan and permissions. So this is like what kind of plan you have on Shopify, how many staff accounts you have, how many login services you have, store status. You can hire a Shopify expert. You can pause your store or close your store. Payment providers, this is where you choose how you receive money, and this is where you set up your bank account that it will send the money to. So you need to provide more information to start receiving payouts. So complete the Shopify payments section. This is where you put your business type, you put your EIN, the store address, personal details, product details, customer billing statement, and then your banking information. So in order to receive payments, you have to connect a banking account with it. So this is under payments here, payment providers. It will show you what your transaction rate is, what the transaction fee is, and then you can change what your accepted payments are. So if you want to edit this, manage it over here in the upper right-hand corner. So maybe you don't want to accept American Express or Discover or JCB or Diners Club, but you can have Shop Pay, Apple Pay, Google Pay, stuff like that. Save that. Oh, you need to put in other things. Currencies, sell in multiple currencies, payout statement descriptor. You can what it shows up on your bank account. You can have a payout schedule every business day, every week, every month. Enable notifications. You can automatically decline charges that fail the postal card verification, the CVV verification, and then you have to have a phone number here. And you can enable test mode if you want to set it up and do a test payment just to make sure that the transaction goes through. So I'm going to say discard here, discard the changes. Go back. So that's how you do Shopify payments. I recommend using Shopify payments, but if you already have a PayPal account set up, you can set it up through here and make it pretty easy. So you can disable Shopify payments and just use PayPal, or you can use both. You can use Amazon Pay. There's all kinds of different third-party providers that you can integrate, alternative payment methods, manual payment methods, and the payment capture. You can automatically capture payment for orders or manually capture payment for orders. And so this is all under settings in payment providers here. And settings is on the bottom of the left-hand menu right here. So you can enable gift cards, you can change the store languages, you can customize the online checkout process if you want to change the checkout pages, what it looks like, the colors, stuff like that. You can manage what notifications are sent to you and your customers. So like order confirmation emails, stuff like that. You can manage your billing information and view your invoices that Shopify sends to you. You can manage how you ship orders. You can upload files. You can manage your store's legal papers. This is where you edit your taxes. So it will show you what tax regions you're collecting for. So you can set up your United States tax registrations. So you can add a tax registration in Washington and what your sales tax ID is for Washington. And you can hit any of these links to show what that actually means. And then you can have tax overrides as well. Tax calculations, you can show all of your prices with tax included. You can charge tax on shipping rates as well. And you can charge VAT on digital goods. And then sales channels. This is where you manage your various sales channels, essentially, whether it's the online store or the point of sale. So this has been an overview of how to set up your store and get it up and running. I generally recommend spending 3 hours or so, spending time setting this up, spending time learning the dashboard, learning where everything is. And again, there's all types of great helpful help articles as well that Shopify provides. And if you ever get stuck, just reach out to an expert. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If there's anything that I missed or anything that you want more explanation on, please comment below and I'll try to help you guys. But I really want to help support as many business owners as possible during these challenging times. So let me know how I can support you guys further. All right, so that's all for today. Take care and have a good one. Bye.